But I feel like my hair, oh, don't want to do it too much. I'm trying to like, is this looking good? I'm not really sure, but what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. We're chilling today, okay? If you haven't already guessed by the title, grab a drink, like let's hang out. Wait, no, my hair's not right. It's been up in a bun all day and I've just taken it down. So it's looking a bit, but maybe it's okay. Let's just pretend it's giving me volume. But basically, we are doing a Q&A today. I've not done one in a very long time. I want it to be like a tipsy vibes, like Q&A. And when I say that, I don't mean like, like let's black out together. What I mean is it's just gonna be very open and very chill. And I love those kind of Q&As. Like when I said, send me in questions, so many of you sent in kind of like sex talk questions, and I feel like I want to do a whole separate video on that. You guys know I'm down to talk about whatever, so I'm gonna do a separate like sex talk, girl talk, like fully Q&A. I feel like this one's just gonna be more like catch-up vibes. I feel like I've not caught up with you guys in a while. Why is my hair stressing me out? Or is it not? Can you be honest with me? Is my hair just looking a bit, should I just sit like this, okay? It's like this with my phone. Speaking of phone, this part of the video is sponsored by Casetify. You guys know I love them. It's literally the only phone case company that I use. And this particular phone case that I want to talk to you about is their new Crush cases. They're made out of 65% recycled materials. Already, I'm sold. And it's not just recycled, it's all like plant-based materials as well, like end-of-life phone cases, bioplastic, excess cases, like all the like unused plastics. These are what these phone cases are. They're being upcycled and being reused. So therefore, because of that and their new drop to zero commitment, they're able to reduce their carbon footprint by 20% by processing the crushed plastic, essentially. So they're really like upcycling the plastic for these phone cases, and anything that reduces our carbon footprint right now, like I'm down, and I'm really down to push you guys onto it too and promote it to you guys. They are like lined, so these cases in particular are lined with new and improved shock absorbing technology. They don't necessarily have the like ultra impact that the ultra impact cases do have, but they've still got that shock absorbency. So your phone is still gonna be protected up to 9.8 feet drop. So that's taller than I could ever reach, so I know my phone is always going to be in good hands. And these cases are made of 100% non-hazardous and non-toxic materials, so not only are they good for the environment, they're good for you. And you can obviously customize them. They've still got this new Crush case in all of the designs. I've literally gone for like a clear case and gone for a baby pink in the Rachel, so you know that you can still get the customizing element of Casetify, one of my favorite parts. A lot of their cases you can fully customize to yourself, which makes them such a good gift. And the fact that they're becoming more and more sustainable and just better for the environment, I think is, I don't know, when it comes to phone cases, you don't think about, you know, maybe the impact it's having in the environment. So the fact that as a brand, they're thinking about it, really improving on their cases, every new drop that they've got, as you can see from like how much I've been working with them, like is better for the environment. So make sure you check them out. I will leave the link in the description. As always, whenever you click the link, the discount is automatically applied. So when you click on that link and you're scrolling and you're shopping, just know that when you go to that checkout, you're gonna get that discount, which I think is amazing. So like you can see, mine's just so simple. I've got one of the black iPhones, so I quite like the clear cases, and I've gone for a baby pink Rachel in this specific font. So make sure you guys check them out. The link is in the description. If my hair would just like come under control, what we're gonna do is have a glass of wine and we're gonna answer some questions, because I feel like I've not done a catch-up Q&A in ages, and it's about time that we caught up. And by the looks of it, there's a lot of questions. So maybe grab a drink, whether it's tea, water, glass of wine. By the way, my throat is croaky because I've just come from an event and I'm always shouting, and I'm still like recovering from Dubai, okay? So forgive me. So grab your drink of choice and let's jump into this catch up. Okay, I feel like a very popular question was, are there any boys on the scene? Am I dating anyone? Like, you know, what's going on in that? Like, guys, I'm stressed about my hair. Can you guys just leave me a comment and say like, yeah, no, Rachel is looking stupid, or Rachel, just leave it alone. Boys, so realistically, I don't really know, like, I don't know. I'm trying to be a lot more relaxed when it comes to dating. I feel like it's very easy to get like swept away, carried away. I'm one of those people that really struggles to like live in the moment. If I'm talking to someone and like, you know, we go on a date or whatever, I'm very much thinking ahead and being like, are my family gonna like you? Are you gonna get on with my job? Are you gonna fit in? Like, blah, 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 all of these things. And one of my biggest like flaws about me, which I can fully admit, is that I don't just like live in the moment. Just like, everyone's always like, Rachel, why are you thinking about all of those things? Which, yes, are important, obviously. But if it's preventing you from just like, you know, seeing where things go and stuff, like, just relax. Like, my biggest thing is that I need to relax. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking to like maybe one or like two people, trying to like live in the moment with it and just not take things too seriously, just see where it goes. But no like official boyfriend or anything like that. But like, who knows? I feel like with that new mentality, maybe that would be more of a possibility for me. Whereas up until this point, I feel like I've been very not in that mentality, and that's held me back a lot. Let me know if you relate to that. Like, if you're one of those people that, you know, just really thinks ahead all of the time, and that therefore prevents you from like living in the moment, you know, that kind of thing. So a lot of people also said tips on moving to Manchester, places to go, must try or see. Guys, I posted on my Twitter a list of places to go in Manchester, of like restaurants, all of those kind of things, because I get DMs about it all the time and I'm sick of posting it on my Instagram. Because guys, I'm not the woman of Manchester. Like, I only moved here like 2 years ago. I only know about Manchester because people told me about Manchester. Like, my knowledge is only from the people that like I knew from when I moved here, which I guess is probably why so many people are asking me. But tips on moving to Manchester is just do it. Like, just do it. It's like so fun, and like everyone, especially if you live in like maybe like Deansgate, like somewhere like very like central, everyone is of similar age, all probably very new. Like, maybe if you like move here and then you set up a like Hinge profile or something and pick one of the like prompts that gives you the chance to say like, I've just moved here, like I really just want to explore and just have fun and like whatever, would introduce you to like maybe some new friends, maybe a boyfriend, girlfriend, like that kind of situation. But I feel so many people move here in their mid-20s, exactly the same as I did, probably the same as you did if you're asking me this, just wanting to like experience like city life, but without the high cost of London, honestly. And everyone in Manchester is so nice, especially in comparison to like London or just down south. Like, it's so good, it's so up and coming. There is something to do like every night of the week. Like, it's always busy and fun and filled with people our age. Like, I don't know why I didn't move here sooner. Like, even if you don't have friends up here, you will find friends because everyone is so nice. Like, even if you're at the bar and you're like, yo, like, do you want to get a shot of tequila with me? Like, I've just moved here. Like, whoever you're offering that to at the bar, I mean, fingers crossed, but like 95% of the time they're so down. You'll make a whole new group of friends. Like, it's just the best up here. Like, I have really loved it ever since. I hope anyone that's watching and that has thought about it, that's been like a motivation to like calm, or if you were thinking about it, like, that helps, because yeah, it's so good. And it's just like, and even if you want to do things on your own, like go out for breakfast on your own, lunch on your own, dinner on your own, go to cinema on your own, can't imagine anyone up in Manchester looking at you being like, what the fuck, like, what is she doing? No, like, that's very normalized up here. Like, anything is really normalized up here. It's a very accepting city. We've probably got one of the biggest like LGBTQ like areas here. Like, we've literally got the village here. Like, not that that's the be all and end all of like being accepted, but you know what I mean? Like there's very welcoming parts of everything. Like there's so many multicultural people up here, like town elements and stuff. Yeah, I feel like this is a very accepting city. Manchester and like Brighton, I feel like of like two of the biggest cities that like, if you just wanted to be yourself, pick one of them. Do you know what? I actually got a lot of questions of saying, what app have I been using recently to like edit my pictures to give it that like film effect? It's the Tezza app. Tezza app. There's like a whole like film filter that you can use. I like to put a bit of like vignette, is that the word? Vignette around it, darkens the edges, bit of grain. It really gives the illusion of like a film camera aesthetic. Although I say that, but like Maddie recently bought a proper film camera that was like expensive, and she was like, guys, that was so expensive, but so worth it. Like her pictures just look unreal, like more than a app could ever do. So if you actually want like the proper like film camera vibes, might be worth investing in an actual film camera. But the Tezza app is doing me okay. Like I can't quite take the plunge, but I'll take that. Yeah, Tezza. They also have like they've got like a low exposure filter as well. Like I know that's like an aesthetic that people are loving at the moment. It's called like Cocoa, I think, like the filter that gives the low exposure vibes. So yeah, that's how I've been editing my pictures at the moment. Someone said, would you ever do solo trips and vlog them? Ireland is great, just saying. I literally have in my list of like videos that I want to do is a solo trip, not just for the content, but I just think that, I don't know, solo trips would be fun. I really want to do a solo trip to Amsterdam. I think I've been there before and I just know that it's so like friendly and nice and fairly local in terms of like the amount of traveling that you have to do. It wouldn't be like a complete cultural shock. Like I have been there before, and yeah, I don't know, like I would totally be happy, like especially with like Paris or something. I think I could definitely do a solo trip like within Europe and it'd be hopefully fine, and I would vlog it, I think. But like no, like I would do it. I think solo trips are nice. You can go and do like whatever you want. Luckily for me, whenever I go on my trips with like Hannah and Mads, we all want to do like the same thing, and we always say like, right, 3, 2, 1, what is it that we want to do like today or tonight? Like no one's going to be like upset or angry, like whatever the verdict is. Like let's say it, 95% of the time it's the same thing. We're all on the same wavelength. But solo trips are nice, especially if you know like within your friendship group maybe that, oh, like we all like, I know she's gonna want to go out all day, and maybe like he wants to like, do you know what I mean? Solo trip, just do whatever you want. You're a tourist in that place, so if you're there and someone says to you like, are you on your own? You're like, yeah, I am. I'm just being a tourist, exploring, doing whatever. They'll love that, and you're more likely to make more friends and have more fun when you say like, yeah, no, fully, like I'm on a solo trip. What would you recommend? That kind of thing. So yeah, definitely. If you guys want me to go on solo trips, let me know, because I'll definitely do it. I had Amsterdam in my mind because I love Amsterdam. My hair's giving mushroom and it's stressing me out. Yeah, no, good thing about my job, which I feel like is something that I just take for granted, is I am my own boss. If I want to go away, I can. I'm on my own time schedule. It's one of the very, very like amongst many things like that I'm just lucky and blessed and privileged to have, is that if I want to go away, I can whenever I want. I'm my boss, so like I can do it. Which, you know, it sounds stupid, like that's one of the things that I think as an influencer, like I hate that term. I always call myself a content creator because that is what I'm doing. I'm fully creating content, and I love it. And I fully say, like, whenever I talk about my job and stuff, I'm like, as much as I am a content creator, I am a consumer of content as well. Like, I love everyone else's content. Like you guys are content consumers. Me too. Like, I am like on TikTok, I'm on everyone else's YouTube as well. So the fact that I'm like so balanced with it is a massive blessing. Like, can't believe that this is my my life, and that's what I do. But let me know if you want me to go on these like solo trips to like inspire you guys, because I'll be the one, I'll take the plunge. I can do it. Like, I'm lucky to be in that position where I can do it. So let me know. Don't know about like a completely foreign country of somewhere I've never been. Don't know if I'd feel comfortable going there alone, but anywhere sort of maybe like in Europe, like I've said, Amsterdam, Paris, Spain, that kind of vibe. I could do that on my own. Maybe not Spain. I feel like Spain's a bit like party vibes, and I wouldn't want to be there alone, but like a city break. I could maybe do New York. Any of my followers from New York, is it okay there at the moment? COVID wise, politically wise, like, is it a good time to go? Let me know. Or let me know anyway, like where, if you're watching this, where you're from, if it's different to obviously the UK, like Manchester, and if I should do a solo trip there and vlog it, let me know. A lot of questions about body confidence and stuff, and I feel like I always get those questions whenever I do a Q&A, and I get a lot of like backhanded questions that obviously the person asking me is not saying it in like a backhanded way. It's the way I'm receiving it, and I'm like like what, like when someone says like, girl, you know, I feel like we have a similar body and I'm just so like feeling shit about it, but like you really give me the confidence to like do whatever. Do you know how backhanded that is? Like that, like I so see where that person is, like what they're trying to say and like what they're coming from. But I read it and I'm like, sweet, like, you know? So I try not to like dwell on those questions, and I try and see them as like the how to be confident questions that I think they're like meant to be. And I feel like I say this to everyone, when it comes to your body, it's just mind over matter. Like if you feel insecure about your body and you act that way and you're very like shy and just like, like want to hide everything, the person that you're with is going to get that from you and be like, oh, this girl's like, yeah, this girl's really shy, really just like not wanting to like, you know, I don't know. And then they'll get that vibe from you, and then they'll form a judgment like off of that. You could be whatever size ever. If you're just like, even if it's putting up a front, confident with it, what is that person going to do? If you're just owning who you are, doing, you know, whatever, the fuck are they going to say about it if you're just owning it? They'll love it because you're loving it. Do you see what I'm saying? So like, it's all about mind over matter when it comes to your body. And the older you get, I think the more you realize like there's so much worse you can be than being defined by your body. Like I'd much rather like the worst thing about me be she's a bit fat. Okay, I'd rather that's all you had to say about me than you be like, yo, I met her, she is a narcissist, she's so like self-absorbed, she's just rude, like blah, blah, blah. Like, are you joking? Do you know what I mean? That's something that's easily changed, easily worked with, whatever, because that's not like me on the inside. Outside, anything you can change. You can lose weight, you can gain weight, you can get filler, you can get your whole body done. Like, that's not hard. Changing like who you literally are as a person is the hardest thing. Does that make sense? And I think as soon as you have that mentality when it comes to like your body and like your body confidence and stuff, as long as you're just like a nice fucking person, funny, like, you know, nice, respectful, whatever, like your outside like shell, it literally is a shell, means like this much, especially to the right person. Like they only really care about who you are on the inside. That's what you want in the long run though. I want someone that's gonna laugh me into my fucking rocking chair. I don't want like, I couldn't give a fuck if you're like gorgeous right now, but your personality is like a -10. That's not gonna like last me till I'm like 75. the fuck, we would have got divorced like 30 years ago because, you know, our personalities just don't match. Do you know what I mean? I really hope like you're getting the message that I'm trying to say. Like I get a lot of body confidence questions all of the time, and I think you've just gotta like focus on yourself and like who you are, work on who you are as a person, then focus like on the outside shell if that's actually something that's affecting you. Don't do it for anyone else, because you won't make yourself happy if all you're doing is trying to like make other people happy. Never. It's like, and I think like I keep saying it, the older you get, the more you realize that's never gonna make you happy if all you're doing is trying to make other people happy. That's so temporary and so just like not it. You can't spend your life trying to make other people happy. No way. Because then you'll never be happy. Like you've got to really just focus on yourself the whole time. And if you're happy with who you are on the inside, your outside shell is nothing. Like to the right person, your energy will be enough, and it will be what people fall in love with, like, period. I hope cheers to that. Cheers to our inner shells being what people fall in love with. Fuck your outer shell. It's one life, one body. You do what you want with it. Don't do it for anyone else. The right person will love you for you, and you want someone to fall in love with your inner shell, your inner aura, your inner energy, because that's what's got longevity. Your outside shell fades. Your outside shell fades. Everyone says that looks fade, but your inner person energy doesn't. That's what you want to work on. Okay? Thank you. Oh, God. I've had a lot of people say, like, how are you? How are you? So, does that mean people just want to know how I am? I'm good. I'm actually in a really good and comfortable place. Like, can't really explain it. A lot of, like, good things have presented themselves to me at the moment, which is really random. Maybe it's those TikTok sounds I've been saving. I'm sure you guys know, like, you know when those TikTok sounds are like, save this sound for good energy and whatever. You know, things are good. I'm feeling good. I'm hoping this is just gonna be like a better year. I know the start of this year has been fucking foul. Like literally, like not necessarily for like me specifically, which I mean, I count my blessings every day that it's not happening, like affecting me directly. But the stuff that's just happening in the world, do you know, it sounds like a fucking movie. And it's like a movie that we're able to turn off because it's not our everyday lives. But I can't turn it off because I know that it's happening. I'm very much one of those people, like if I know that something's happening, can't forget about it. I'm thinking about it all the time. May not necessarily be like talking about it, posting about it, whatever. But I'm thinking about it all the time, and I'm praying about it all the time. Just like, we can't catch a fucking break. Can't get a break. And it's so sad and like aggravating, and I wish there was like a button that you could press that like fixed the issues that are going on like within the world, but you can't. And the annoying thing is, the answer is you've just got to live your life. You've just got to live your life. And it's like, well, how are you meant to live like normally? Just like knowing that every time you turn on the TV and you listen to the news, it's just something just so horrid and horrible. It really like gets to me, and I feel like maybe I don't speak about it enough on like my platforms and stuff, but just know like this is my mentality when it comes to like these big things. So when you guys ask me how are you, do you know how lucky I am to be like to say like, yeah, I'm fine? Do you know how much of a blessing that is? Like to anyone that can say that on any day of just going, yeah, I'm okay, I'm actually really good. Like, do you know how much of like yeah, a full-on blessing that is to be able to say that, yeah, life is good at the moment. Because for so many people, it's not. And whether that's mentally, whether that's literally physically, whether that's like living in a country where there's a war going on, Like a war. Can you imagine that in the UK? We joke about that all the time, but can you imagine if that actually happened, how the fuck we would react? Like, I don't know. Like, we're so lucky that that's not happening. And I think maybe over the last couple of months or like maybe weeks or so, like it's been on a lot of people's minds that that could be a possibility. Like, let's just see. It freaks me out. Like, I don't know. And like, there's not really a lot of, do you know, I really hate that question of like, how are you? Because technically I'm okay. But for so many reasons, I'm just like not. And I also think that's what comes with like having a platform and like seeing messages every day from people that are from these places, and maybe just people that like aren't in a great place saying, like literally telling me that they're not okay. It's like a lot. And do you know what? Maybe that's why you see a lot of like YouTubers and social media people crash and burn, because what you think is their job, which is just posting a video, posting a picture, whatever, like that's so easy, which it is, but the other side of it, which is having the audience and just like seeing all of these people that like, I do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a lot that you take on. I feel like I'm really sidetracked on like what I was saying, which was literally, how are you? But I feel like I just needed to like let that out and vent that out. Anyway, oh my God, that was really a lot. But I don't know, I feel like you guys appreciate it when I'm open with you and like I'm talking about these kind of things, and like I think it's good to know that I am thinking about these things, so like you guys know that like these things are on my mind. It's very easy to think that someone like me and someone in my position just like really isn't giving a fuck about like any of these kind of things. Let's continue, shall we, with the actual like Q&A. Someone said, are you going back blonde? What do you think, guys? Should I go back blonde? I feel like the answer is no, but I really want red hair. In some sort of way, I want red hair, whether if it's like more of a red tint to my hair, or like actual strawberry blonde vibes, like that kind of thing. Let me know, because I do look at pictures of me blonde, and my natural hair color is mousy blonde, so like whenever I look at pictures I am like, that does suit me and I do like it, because that's your natural hair color. But I do like the dark as well. And I know when I dyed my hair dark, so many of you were like, that's the color, like don't dye your hair anything else, like we stand the darker color. But I don't know. Can't decide. Anyway, next question. Someone said, do you still want a breast reduction? Yes. This is the problem was when you talk about things on the internet, is that it looks like I'm just like not doing it. Like I had a few questions as well being like, hey Rachel, how's your fitness journey going and stuff? Like, why aren't you posting about it anymore? And it's like, I'm still on both of these journeys, but for me, it's so much more of like a mental thing that I've got to do like on my own than for me to like post about it. And I have spoken with my PT and I've said to her, like, I really just want to fucking transform myself. Like, I'm done with feeling like the, you know, like chubby friend on holiday. Like, I'm done with like my body being anything that holds me back. Like, I'm fucking done with it. Like, I literally was like saying this in her voice. I was like, I'm done with it. And she was like, I get it. Okay, let's do this together. So I'm gonna work with my PT on just like, I don't know, transforming myself. Yes, I do still want a breast reduction, but it's always been a setback for me because I've thought to myself, you know, there's no point getting the breast reduction if there's weight that you want to lose from your body, because obviously anyone knows if you're on a weight loss journey, a lot of people lose weight from their chest, like one of the first things that they do. So why would you get a breast reduction when you're on a weight loss journey? Because you don't know, like the workouts and stuff might almost give you that breast reduction that you want. So it's always been about like putting my body first, and I feel like I've not Like I've been doing that, but not like fully. And like I've been doing like X amount, but like I want like a full transformation. Like I want to lose weight from my face. I want to lose weight from my stomach, and I want to lose weight from my arms. And the temptation to get liposuction is like literally like this. That's the easy way out. And I know the doctor that I would go to, like I know where I would want to go, like whatever. But I don't want to do it. I don't want to take that route. Like I want to work for it, and I want to see the results myself. I want the progress. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I want to feel accomplished in that. So yes, I do still want the breast reduction, but I really want to get my brain in check, and like I want to work hard for my body, and I'd like, yeah, I want to see the results that way. And then in terms of like minus my boobs, like my body, if I get to where I want to be with that, and then I still want the breast reduction, then yeah, I'll do it. It would actually be probably at that point like more of a boob lift, because when you have like big boobs and you want the breast reduction, it is more of the like get rid of the fat and like a lift that you want. But if losing the weight gets rid of the fat element of it, and then therefore you just want the lift, it might be like a boob implant that I might need. I'd probably go for a consultation and they'll tell me, but we'll see. But basically the answer is yeah. Like it is still like everything that I think about and stuff, because you know, I'm 25, never been like in like, well, I say never, but like kind of like never really been in like a serious like relationship, and I think the subconscious part of that is me and my body, and like me not being like fully comfortable like with it, because if you're not fully comfortable with anything, it's always going to be like a hold back. Why do I look so dirty? Hi, sorry, just filming from bed while I'm editing this. I am the biggest hypocrite ever. Not me at the beginning of this video preaching like, you know, it's all about on the inside that counts, or like whatever, and then talking to you guys about how, you know, I really want to go on this like big transformation. Like, am I okay? Apparently not. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to come on and like say I'm fully acknowledging the fact that I'm just like the classic case of take your own advice, Rachel. But none of us do we? It's so much easier said than done. And what I said at the beginning of the video, I totally stand by. You know, for anyone that needed to hear that message, like that is still so true. Maybe I'll rewatch this video back and listen to it and take that in myself. But obviously you've just got to do what you know, what's going to make you happy. I did say that at the beginning of the video. You know, ultimately, any changes that you want to make, you've got to make sure that you're doing it for you. Which I am. Which I think is what I was just saying. Sorry, just wanted to come on here because I'm editing it being like, Rachel, you're such a hypocrite. Take your own advice, for God's sake. So yeah, we'll see. Sorry, that was a bit like, but I'm sure like a lot of you listening will relate to like what I've said. Someone said to me about like fast fashion brands and like, why do I still support them when I can afford not to? Guys, what do we do about this? Because like, at the end of the day, I like nice clothes. That's period. And I need a certain clothing that fits me. And from experience and from searching, a lot of the slow fashion brands don't accommodate to bigger girls. Like, because, I don't know, maybe that's just, like, they've just seen from their income and results that, like, you know, size 16, like, whatever, like, it's not a popular size with them, whatever. So I'm in two minds, because like I understand like why you like people don't support fast fashion. They want, you know, a fair income for the people that make the clothes, etc., etc. But then you're asking like girls like me, like bigger girls, yes, I can afford the slower fashion brands, the higher end brands, but they don't accommodate to people like me. So what do you want me to do? Like it's so just like shit. Like that's all I can really say. It's so shit, because don't want to contribute to global warming and that like element of it in terms of the environment. And then again, obviously, if it's people being underpaid to make those clothes, don't necessarily want to support that, obviously, like, but if I can't get clothes to fit me like anywhere, like what do I do? Leave me comments down below of what you would like to see from me when it comes to clothes, because I get offers from clothing brands a lot of the time about like edits and stuff, and yes, they might be more like fast fashion brands. So like, what do you want me to say to them? What should I say? Imagine it's a fast fashion brand, they want to do something with me, but like, let's say like we want to make it more environmentally friendly, etc, etc. You tell me what I should say to them, and I'm going to do my best to do that, because obviously at the end of the day, you guys are my boss. Like whatever I do is only benefited if you guys like support it. So, you know, you let me know in the comment section down below, like, what should I say to these brands? Like, what should I do? I'm being kind of like hypothetical here, but also like not. But like, you let me know what I should put forward and what you would want to see. Would you guys mind paying a higher price if it meant that it came from a more, you know, what's the word? It's not like ethological, but like ethically produced garment per se, but it just obviously meant that you're paying more, because I know some people can't afford to pay more, and they don't mind the fast fashion brands because that's what they can afford. So, you know, it is a very, very like broad line that I'm walking on when it comes to these kind of things, and what I want to promote and what I want to do and what I think you guys will appreciate and stuff. Like, it is really difficult. So like, you just let me know what, if it was you and you were presented with a, let's be hypothetical here, a fast fashion brand saying, let's do something together, let's do an edit, let's do a range, whatever, but you know it's fast fashion. Okay, so you know, like, you're gonna get a lot of people that say, but like, you know, you want to do it, it's great exposure like for yourself, but whatever. What do you say to that brand? Like, you tell me. I'm being like really open here. You tell me, like, what would you say in order to try and get them to sway in a more like, you know, balanced way? All I want is balance. I want it to be affordable for the people, but I want it to be ethically sourced. And I think that's where a lot of people that like aren't in this industry don't understand, is that like, that is very difficult to do. Like, make it cheap, but like local and like ethical is like so hard. So you guys let me know, because that's all I want to know at the end of the day, is what you guys think, and I appreciate your opinion so much. And I think that's why we have this like bond of, you know, engagement, because I really take on what you guys are saying, you guys take on what I'm saying. So you just let me know, because I'm gonna jot it all down. All right, jot it all down. I'm gonna end on this question, because a lot of the questions are all very much like same when it comes to like catch up questions. But someone said, what can we look forward to? Oh my god, I feel like there's a lot. I feel like there's been one thing that I've been teasing for a long time that is literally, like, fingers crossed, it's coming very soon, and we've been working on it back and forth, but coming very soon, I hope. I think you guys are gonna love it, and maybe like a few like surprise things like in the summer. Don't speak to me about series 2 about my podcast, guys. I'm fucking doing it. Oh god, I do my podcast all on my own, so like when it comes to like finding the time, it's so difficult because I got so much work stuff that I'm doing, and like it's just about like finding the time, but I am gonna do it because I really want to. I freaking love my podcast and like what it's become and like the messages that we've got and stuff. So like season 2 is coming, but I just need to find the freaking time to sit down and like arrange these interviews with the people that I want to talk to. So that's obviously to come. And yeah, potentially a few like big things like in the summer, like we will see what they're gonna be. But summer for me is looking good. So make sure you're following, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're not missing out on anything. But yeah, I feel like that's just know that there's good things to come. So the momentum, because I feel like a lot of people are dipping out of YouTube at the moment. Like they're just not liking it. I am obsessed with YouTube at the moment. Like I love it. As long as you guys want me to make videos, I'm gonna make videos. Like I'm really, really loving it. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Am I tipsy? I feel like maybe. You know when sometimes you're a bit tipsy that you don't know that you're tipsy, but like actually, you are a bit tipsy. I feel like that's how I feel. But this was just meant to be a really just like open, chatty Q&A. I feel like I've given you guys a lot of questions to like give me answers to in the comment section down below, which I hope is a good thing. Like, you know, I want you guys to interact with me. As I said, you guys are literally like my boss. So, you know, I'm just asking for your guys' advice and thoughts on these things, so shoot them in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys check out the Casetify crush cases. Like, I'm obsessed with this at the moment. It's so simple, and that's all that I want. I just want a simple phone case that's good for the environment. You guys can get a discount on it with the link in my description. All I want is to say like my name, like in pink, like that's all I want. In Casetify, let me choose that. Make sure you check them out. Make such a great gift for anyone or yourself. I feel like a good phone case just makes or breaks anything. Outfit, just your phone in general, whatever. Cheers guys to catching up. I feel like I need to do these more often. Like these catch up Q&As are my fave, and yeah, it just allows us to catch up, hang out as like mates. Like I was at an event earlier and she was like, oh, like when I watch your like girl talk videos or just like Q&A videos, it really feels like we're just mates. And I'm like, that is literally what I want when I film these videos, is us to just feel like we're chilling and hanging out. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll slurp this. Surround me loves. See you in the next video.